Yo, what up? It's your boy La Lucas tapping in from Louisiana. I'm out here tapping in with my people, TampaMystic, you know what I'm saying? The industry's most wanted podcast. Let's go.
Let me see it, let me see it, let me see it, let me see it, let me see it.
Come here, come here, come here, come here.
Let me see it, let me see it, let me see it, let me see it, let me see it. Being over, being over, being over, being over, being over, being over.
What's going on, man? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live on the industry's most wanted podcast. Boom. I heard we got Louisiana in the building. Law Lucas, what's going on with your family?
What's good? Feeling good. You know what I'm saying? We in Atlanta. We made it, you know.
Hey, he came over the river and through the woods.
Yeah. A few delays, but we here.
Nah,
Thank
listen,
God.
it all worked out. Give me some love, man. It's
Already.
good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Yes,
You know what
ma'am.
I'm saying? You made that drive out here. It all worked out the way it was supposed to.
For sure.
I oftentimes believe that God intervenes in certain situations for a reason. So maybe he pushed you back a little bit to save you from, you never know what. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that you're here safe. Give us that official introduction.
What up, man? It's La Lucas, you know what I'm saying? La Lucas is short for living and winning, living undefeated, competitive, and successful. You know what it is, you know what I'm saying? I'm an entrepreneur, rapper, all-around hustler. You know what I'm saying? We tapping in with TampaMystic. I'm in Atlanta. It's a good feeling. What up?
Straight like that, man. Listen, we got a lot to talk about because you're a dope individual and you took a lot of time out of your life to work, to hustle, to get to where you're at, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Take us back. You grew up in Louisiana?
Yes, ma'am.
So what was it like growing up out there?
I mean, it was kind of, I grew up in that demographic to where, I mean, you just had to be a hustler. I'm from a small city.
Yeah.
The population, like 6,000 people. So
Wow, okay.
It's not a whole lot of resources. It's not a whole lot of like-minded individuals, you know. So you gotta stand out, you know. And me, I just always challenged myself to be greater.
Yeah.
You know, I always wanted more for myself. So, I mean, yeah.
I know that's right. And listen, let me tell you, I'm the type of person that I'm really been on my positivity journey lately, right? Finding the positive in every situation is so important because when you focus on the negative, you know, that's what's going to come back in.
Right.
Coming from a small city, like you said, about 6,000 people, you know what I'm saying? And there may not be a lot of opportunities there, but flipping it to the other side, what positive did you take from growing up in a small city?
We got good food, of course. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
It's lit. It's lit, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of good people there, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's just that, you know what I'm saying, I always, like, the things that I was trying to do and the things that I was trying to put in perspective, I couldn't do it there because, you know, it's just not a whole lot of resources. But like I say, the food good. You know, I feel like we got some of the best music, you know, and we breed a lot of hustlers.
Yeah, like yourself.
We're going to breed a lot of hustlers.
Like yourself.
For sure.
La Lucas in the building. One more time. Boom. Industry's most wanted. You better believe it.
Wanted.
So why music? You know, you could have did anything. Why music?
My dad's a DJ.
Okay.
So growing up, I admired his hustle, you know what I'm saying? From putting the stickers on the side of his car with his name on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Creating business cards and just, you know, going to do events. He used to do mix CDs too. So, like, people used to come to our house and get my daddy to make them a CD with different, you know what I'm saying,
I
songs
love
on
it.
Getting
Yes.
on LimeWire, downloading that shit. So, I think that's where my passion for music come from, you know what I'm saying? So, I just grew love for music. Every day getting off from school, coming watch 106 in Park, just anticipating the countdown. And just, you know what I'm saying, wanting to be a part of the culture. I fell in love with hip-hop.
Man, absolutely. And that's so important because, you know, no shade, but a lot of these younger artists did not fall in love with hip-hop.
No,
they're
chasing clout.
I was about to say that they in it for the clout.
Yeah,
and
sure.
it's degrading to the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not even going to go off on a tangent because it's not about them, it's about you. But I love what you said that you fell in love with hip-hop because that's so important. That's the culture we're a part of. You have to love this culture.
It's the art, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't even about the clout, because I really don't like attention. I really don't like this era. I'm kind of mad that I had to fall in this category.
Understood.
But I really don't like clout. I don't like people knowing about my person. I hate that I have to put my personal life, you know what I'm saying?
Understood.
Because that's just the world we live in.
It is.
Motherfuckers want to know how you live, and they want to see everything.
They pocket watch it.
Yeah.
They want to know who you dating. They want to know all your personal. And at the end of the day, it's nobody's business.
I miss when it was just about the music.
Nah,
you know
for real.
If you want to get to know me, listen to the music, you know?
So let me ask you this. Would you still do music? And it sounds like you would, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Would you still do music if social media didn't exist?
Of course.
Yeah.
I miss that era.
Yeah.
I miss, you know what I'm saying, the ground root marketing, getting out, you know, touching hands with people, putting my posters up, passing out my CDs. I miss that.
Yeah.
I feel like that was more effective to me, you know what I'm saying, because the internet is oversaturated. It's a million people trying to do this now.
Yeah.
You know, and like we was talking about earlier, I mean, a lot of people ain't even got love for it. They just want the attention.
Yes.
And they got access to the internet, so anybody can get on there and portray to be something that they not.
Absolutely. You're right. And that's why, honestly, I don't go out like I used to because there's so much of that going on. Like, you go to the club, it's all about who got the biggest section, how many bottles are they popping, how many women do they got. It's like, that's corny to me.
Right.
I have no desire for that. You know, when I used to go to the club when I was back in my 20s, because I'm an OG, you guys, we literally had a good time. We went in there and we were dancing and having fun. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that no more. So it's like, what's the point in going? It's a clout show. So your dad, your pops was a DJ.
Yes, ma'am.
And I love the fact that you said he was making, like, you know, mixed CDs, man. I remember going to the flea market buying those.
He used to do that. He definitely used to burn mixed CDs for people with different music on it. He even used to, like, take pictures of us and some type of way he'll put us on the CD and just put the music that we wanted on there. And that's another reason that kind of inspired me to want to be like, damn, this is me on the CD.
Yeah. That is really, really dope. Does your pop still live out there in Louisiana?
Yes, he do.
Is he still involved in music in any way? Or he supports you?
He supports me, but he's not really into it like that. He still take gigs. Like, I think this week or next weekend he got like a wedding and stuff like that. I asked him, like, why you didn't get to be a part like of Core DJs or one of the collisions?
Yeah.
And he's just like, nah, that's some people, that's their lives, you know.
Yeah.
And that's just not his life.
Yeah. He's a man that stands on his own, and I absolutely respect that. You know, some people feel like they have to be a part of those situations. And a lot of people, like myself, I kind of like to stand on my own. So I'm kind of like your dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never really, and it's no disrespect to, you know, any of the DJ coalitions out there, but I always felt like I just want to really make a name for myself.
Right.
I don't want people to know me because of someone else, if that makes sense. I want people to know me because of me. Right. Sounds like your pops and yourself is definitely on the same path. That is really dope. So about what age did you actually start recording music?
I started really early. I started probably like 12. Well, actually, I don't know if this count, but my grandmother bought us a karaoke. She worked at Walmart. She put it on Lil Way, and one Christmas she bought us a karaoke.
Oh, that's dope.
I was like 8, and I had I don't know how we used to do this, but we had a tape. They had tapes back then. And I think it had a little flip on it or somebody. Maybe the screwed up click, and we'll record over that.
Yeah.
And erase theirs. We started like that, but when I really started recording, I probably was like 12, 13, something like that.
That is dope. So was your pops behind you when you said, you know what, I want to start recording, doing music? Was he behind you in the beginning?
I mean,
kind of, sort of.
I mean, he always supported us, but as far as like just pushing us,
yeah,
I don't really think he definitely supported us.
Yeah,
you know, especially when we got a situation. We got a situation a couple of years later when I was like 15, and he had to get involved then because it was a little bit more serious. But
yeah.
At first, he's just like, oh, you know what I'm saying? We trying to rap. Everybody be trying to rap. You know,
absolutely.
He wanted to focus on school and, you know, getting a career job and things like that.
Yeah.
That was his idea of, you know, but, I mean, it just wasn't my idea of what I wanted out of life.
You know what I think it is every parent wants to see their kids do better than them.
Right.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I want my son to do better than me, and hell, he is doing better than me. And then, you know, when he decides to have kids, he's going to want, you know, and so on and so on. Right. But, you know, if you do the right thing within them in this music business, you can definitely get wealthy off of it.
Yeah, I'm going to get wealthy regardless.
Period. How many siblings do you have?
I have 2 sisters and 1 brother.
Are any of them involved in music?
Yeah, my little brother, he's involved in music. That's what I've been doing it with this whole time. Free my brother. You know what I'm saying?
What's his name? What stage name does he go by?
Miko B. Merkin.
Okay.
Yeah, Miko B. Merkin.
Well, free your bro, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Most definitely. If your pops wasn't involved in music, and this might be hard to answer, do you think you would have still got involved with music?
Yes. Yep.
Who were some of your musical influences outside of your dad?
I mean, growing up, where we from, Cash Money.
Yeah.
I gotta say Boosie. Boosie a legend in the South, especially where I'm from.
Yeah, facts, he is.
Boosie a legend. So Boosie, Cash Money, you know what I'm saying, and also just anybody else I seen, 106 in Park, because 106 in Park had a lot to do with, you know what I'm saying, me wanting to be involved as well. So
yeah,
I got a lot of different influences.
Yeah. Did you start out freestyling or did you write music? How did it, in the beginning, how did it start for you?
We started out freestyling on the tapes.
Yeah.
Just off the top of the head, but I became a really great writer. I done wrote for a lot of people behind the scenes as well.
I love that. Yeah. That's another whole business in itself right there, is becoming a writer, because oftentimes artists, either their mind is just not creative to come up with the lyrics, or they're just super busy and they don't have time. So someone like you can step into play and actually write a really dope song. Do you enjoy writing for other artists?
Yeah, I compose really great songs. If you go listen to my catalog, I just feel like I know everybody gonna be confident about, they craft, they art or whatnot, but I really feel like I make some great music.
Yeah. Do you still write all of your songs to this day?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Not saying you have anybody else do it. What I meant by that is, do you ever just get in the studio and kind of freestyle your music, or do you always write?
It all depends. Like, sometimes what I'll do is, because I'm very, very busy.
Yeah.
I'm an entrepreneur. I told you I got a restaurant.
I know. So. Where my plate at? He said it wouldn't have been good by the time I got here.
We got some ball meat in the truck, huh?
I know that's right.
But, sometimes, like, if I'm super, super busy, I'll probably, the iPhone has the little thing where you can record.
Yeah.
So if I come up with a line in my head, I'll just record it. Sometimes I'll just get in the studio and I'll be like, just, you know what I'm saying?
Get the vibration, the melody type.
Get the melody. I go off the melody. So,
yeah.
Yeah, if I got the melody in my head, I have the melody in my head before I had a lyric.
Yeah.
I put the lyrics in place, as I, go along or whatnot. But the melody is be there first.
Absolutely. So. Let me ask you this. Does writing, outside of it being your music, does it also help you? Like, is it a mental therapy for you to get your emotions and your thoughts and to put them out on paper?
Yeah, for sure. I always do that. I have, I'll write my goals down from time to time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just, and check them off.
Yes.
Kind of like a checklist. But I'm a very great writer. I wrote books, you know what I'm saying? I haven't got them published yet, but I've wrote books.
That's amazing.
I'm actually working on a movie right now.
Wow.
So it's gonna be about my storyline of how I started setting plates on my apartment and how we transitioned to where we at right now.
Man.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
I love to write.
I could tell. So you're writing an entire film.
Yeah.
Are you going to star in it as well?
Yeah, of course.
You're going to be the main lead character, lead actor in it?
Yes, of course.
Playing yourself, basically.
Yes.
So kind of almost like a documentary.
Yeah.
Or a biography about your life.
Yep.
That is amazing. Yep. So let's transition and switch gears for just a minute. You said you have a restaurant. Started out selling plates out of the crib. What kind of plates were you selling? Like, what type of food in the beginning?
I mean, we started out with chicken wings.
Okay.
I went to my local grocery store and I grabbed a pack of chicken wings and a bag of fries, and we started out like that.
Yeah.
But we a variety of things. We started doing chicken wings and fries, and we started doing burgers. I mean, salads, but now we known for seafood bags.
Okay.
So I'm becoming well known for my seafood bags.
Like the boils?
Like like one of my biggest sales right now. So
everybody loves that.
Yeah, I'm capitalizing off that right now.
That is amazing.
I'm trying to have it to where I can actually put it in the bags, you know what I'm saying, frozen, and start shipping it worldwide.
There you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely. A lot of restaurants do that. Like they have their own signature this or their own signature sauce. Like Chick-fil-A now sells their sauce in the grocery store. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
Why not? Like that's another bag. That's another form of money.
Passive income.
Passive
goal.
income. Making money while you sleep.
Facts.
So now you have your own establishment.
Right.
Let's talk about that a little bit because I don't think a lot of people understand how much work it takes, especially as a restaurant because you're serving food to people, right? There's so many permits and licenses and insurances and this, that, and the third that you have to get in place to actually be a business owner, a restaurant owner. You're providing a service. How long did it take you to get fully up and running?
Actually, we had this building since last April.
Okay.
And I probably really just got started in like January.
It takes time.
So we pretty much had this building, majority of what, last year?
Yeah.
And we just getting started at the top of 2023.
Man, congratulations. That was a big time to start at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Did you guys do like a full build out or was it already kind of the way you wanted it? A little bit of both?
No. I'm in a historic district, so this is a very, very, very old antique building. I mean, it took a lot of work.
Yeah.
And
but that's even doper though.
Like I said, it ain't your 5-star restaurant, but you know what I'm saying, for me to know where I started at, you know what I'm saying, and to see my progress, I'm proud of myself, and I know that's not my end goal. I want to, branch out and franchise my business as well. So I'm looking at putting my business in some Class A markets like Houston, Dallas, Atlanta, Miami.
Atlanta, yeah.
You know for sure.
That is amazing. Like, I'm so proud of you because it's really tough to become a full-blown business owner. A lot of people go by LLC and they're like, I'm a business owner. But what are you really doing? You have an actual establishment. You know what I'm saying? And when I got my first establishment, I was like, I didn't realize how many permits and you got to have people come through and do inspections and licenses and insurance. It's very expensive to run a business. So definitely shout out to you for having all that together.
They make it hard for you for sure.
It is tough, you know what I'm saying? Are you guys open 7 days a week?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we was closed on like Sundays and Mondays, but as you can see, yesterday I got it in.
Yeah.
I got it in up until like me and him both. He got a food business as well, you know.
Wow.
What I'm saying?
Okay.
Shout out my dog Ronaldo, head buster place, but we both got it in at probably like almost midnight last night before we even got on the road.
That's what you got to do, though, man. Like, listen, you can't turn away business.
Yeah, it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. A lot of, it's a lot that goes on that people don't see.
Yes.
Behind, they just see the shine. They just see, they just see the money, but they don't see what it takes.
Absolutely.
It's a lot, and then it's lonely.
Yes, it is.
You gotta make people believe your vision, because at first, you know what I'm saying, like, a lot of people just not gonna, like right now, I don't have a full staff.
Yeah. It's
just me and my kid's mother, you know what I'm saying, and, a couple of other family members may step in here and there, but, it's not a whole lot of people that,
I get it. You see, I'm here by myself.
Sure.
Like, we have to learn to be self-sufficient. Like, I do have somebody who comes from time to time based on their schedule, and they'll get some behind-the-scenes stuff, but for the most part, I had to learn to do everything myself. I bought my own cameras.
It's lonely at the top.
It's lonely at the top because, like you said, people don't see your vision the way we see it. And it's like, in the beginning stages, the money's not always going to be there. So you might not be able to afford to pay people or whatever.
Exactly.
Everything coming in is going right back into the business.
So you got different roles that you have to play as an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? I got to be the cook. I got to be the custodian. I got to be the finance manager. I got to, get inventory. I got to do all my own marketing.
Yeah.
I got to do everything.
But the beautiful thing, I think the most rewarding thing about that, and I was going to ask you what the most rewarding thing is, but I think you kind of just nailed it, is that you absolutely learn every aspect of the business. And as a business owner, that's so important.
And I wouldn't rather it no other way.
Absolutely.
I love a challenge, and I like to be hands-on. I want to know what's going on. Before I can step outside my business, like I'm in the lobby sweeping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm taking orders on the phone. I gotta run to the back and cook. You know what I'm saying? So, I gotta learn my business and know, right now, that's my baby. I'm nurturing it.
Absolutely. And it seems like, you know, you're the type of humble spirit that you'll always be hands-on with your business.
For sure.
You know, I'm like that too. I don't want anybody else coming in and taking over what I got going on. It's like, you know, you have everything running a certain way. You know how you want it ran. You know how you want it set up. So you're always going to be hands-on, or maybe someone very close to you that you trust.
Yeah, of course, you know, and there's always room for growth too. Because, you know, like I say, I want to franchise my business. So eventually, you know what I'm saying, I want to have 30 locations. I can't be at all those locations at once. But,
right.
you know, for the most part right now, you know, I'm hands-on.
Yeah, and you'll always be a part of the home base.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
sure,
saying?
For sure.
That is really dope. What would you say, you know, opening this business and having it up and running has been the biggest challenge, or have you experienced one yet?
Like we were talking about earlier, getting all of the license and passing inspections and things like that. You know, they try to give you a hard time with things like that. But, you know, we overcome those obstacles too. So
yeah, that's dope. Especially as a restaurant, like when I opened this establishment, like I had to get, you know, a couple inspections, fire inspector and licenses. But I know as a restaurant, you have to get even more because you're serving food to people.
So
that's dope. So how would you say that having your restaurant, your food business, will help you as a music artist? Because you got to somehow tie them together.
Financial freedom.
There you go.
Know, because see, the reason I started this business, because I was doing music before I just started doing my food thing in 2016. And what it was, I think DJ Scream and the ATL campaign had a showcase out here.
Okay.
And I was working, I do construction as well. So I was working a job like
you're a jack of all trades.
But you know, my job consisted of like 84 hours, and I'm like, man, they wouldn't let me take off to go to the showcase.
Whoa.
And man, I can't do this shit.
Yeah, let me just quit.
So I had to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Once I quit, because I'm just one of them people, bro. Like, man, I'm gonna jump out there on faith.
Yes.
I'm gonna jump out there head first.
Yes.
So when I quit, I started selling my CDs, selling my T-shirts. I mean, it was working, but you know what I'm saying? I had a kid at the time. You know, I had rent. We had car notes.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, this ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah.
So I got to, you know what I'm saying, exploring my options and things like that. And I'm just like, bro, food is a necessity.
No, for real.
That's something that people need every day.
Yes.
So, you know what I'm saying, I did something that was convenient because there was no DoorDash. There was no Uber Eats at the time. So I was utilizing my little status that I had on the internet and posting this food. And I was willing to deliver it to the people, you know what I'm saying? Don't matter, it could be 4 o'clock in the morning. You could be in the trap. I'm delivering to the D-boys. You know what I'm saying? You could be at work, working that graveyard shift. Yeah. I'm delivering to you. What was you going to find that
No,
at?
for real, that you're not.
And then in my city, you know, we don't really have a lot of food. They got McDonald's, they got Wendy's, they got Taco Bell. But majority of that closed early, you know what I'm saying? And then they don't deliver food. Like I said, they didn't have a. And even now, like, DoorDash don't even exist in my city. Really? Because it's so small. Yeah. I don't even think it do.
Yeah, because it probably caters to the bigger cities. It's got to make sense for them to make, streamlining up business.
I was the DoorDash before DoorDash. I was the Uber Eats before Uber Eats, you know what I'm saying? I was convenient for people. They can get on the internet and be like, oh, we about to call him and order food, and he going to bring it, you know, freshly to us. So,
man, you're a blessing. Listen, let me tell you something. You are such a hard worker because there's so many people out here who would have stopped right there and said, no, I ain't doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't driving around delivering food. I love the fact that, you know what, you put your pride to the side and said, this is my business. I got to do whatever it takes to make this business thrive.
Especially trying to be an artist, too. When I first started doing it, people would laugh at me like, because I'm known as a rapper. I'm known as this, you know, I got this image to uphold. But then, you know what I'm saying, when I'm out here grinding, I'm in the kitchen frying chicken, I got people on the block saying, man, you got the whole block smelling like food. You know what I'm saying? My homeboys, they're laughing at me like, man, you really selling food? But I had a vision, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real.
And now, you know, a lot of those people, you know, would like to be involved with this.
Yes.
Because they see how big, you know, it then grew and what it came to. So
listen, if they didn't support you from day one, they don't need to be involved. And no shade, but if people laugh at what you do, that's corny. They should never laugh at you wanting to aspire to do more, to be greater. You got, especially if you got family, you got kids, right? How many kids you got?
I have 2 now.
See, you got 2. You had 1, you said back then,
I had
right?
1 then.
I mean, it's like kids are very expensive.
Yeah.
You know?
But you know, selling dinners, you know how that is. People kind of look down on that as if, you know, because a lot of people sell dinners because, you know, like in my family, you know, like if the light bill due, you know, they make sell dinners. But that wasn't my intention. My intention was to create generational wealth and, you know, financial freedom so I could be able to move how I want to move and chase my music career.
Yeah.
And also be able to fund my music career.
Yeah.
So I'm utilizing it as a stepping stone to get where I need to be.
100%, man. Like you said, that financial freedom. And, you know, I had did a conference call a couple nights ago, and I had an artist ask me about, you know, funding their music career. And I said, one of the main things I'm going to tell you is don't quit your job. If you got a job, you know what I'm saying, and that's funding it, or like you started your business, that's what you got to do. You either got to continue working your business or start another business that's going to bring enough money in to pay the bills and to fund your music career, because this is an expensive business.
Yes, it is. Balance. You gotta find balance.
Yeah.
We just spent like 15 grand like 3 weeks ago on my next single that's about to drop. It's actually supposed to drop today. Let Me See It, featuring K Kilo.
Oh.
She was signed to $1 Billion Baby Entertainment, baby.
So is the song out now? You said it's dropping today, or has it been pushed back a little bit?
We dropped it, but I had to take it down due to, you know what I'm saying, we got royalties and
understood.
Split stuff like that. But the video's supposed to drop today, and hopefully me and Kilo can get that worked out to where we can get that song back up.
That is really dope. Yeah, that's another thing, too. A lot of people don't understand how much business there is to get in order to release a single. Especially when you got another person involved. Like you said, you know, if they're a feature, you got to make sure you got them split sheets and all the music business together. That way when them royalty checks coming in, everybody's getting their just due.
So, and see, I'm really just tapping into that. I kind of already know about it because I had a song with Lil Flip and Project Pat. And
Pat.
yeah, Pat wouldn't clear my song, man. It could have been a big deal. It was actually about my food business.
Really?
I Got the Sauce, you know what I'm saying? And Pat wanted some extra money to clear it and just, you know, the business, you know.
Yeah.
So, but moving forward, I mean, you know what I'm saying, I've self-taught myself as far as, you know what I'm saying, the music business. I'm executive, too, behind the scenes, so.
Yeah. I love it. Do you still, I know you said earlier on you were doing construction. Is that something that you were hands-on with as far as your restaurant is, you know, construction type stuff?
Actually, the money that I just came off like a year contract. You know, I'm a health and safety manager as well.
What does this guy not do, you guys? Like, literally, he does it all. Are you a barber, too? Let me find out you a barber.
I'm like, I started out as a laborer, fresh out of high school, 18.
Yeah.
And during the pandemic, I went back to school, and I got my credentials to be at the top of the food chain. So I just came off a 1 year run, and I was kind of taking that money and dumping it into my business or whatnot.
Yeah. But even doing that probably helped you out with putting your business together. Oh,
it definitely did, because I mean, you gotta have some type of funding.
Yeah.
You gotta have some type of funding, bro. This business is so expensive. So
yes,
just anything you're trying to do, it costs money. So I mean, it definitely was a big help.
Absolutely, and people don't understand that. You know, when you have an actual establishment, it can cost into the thousands every month to run it before you see a dime. And that's what I try to explain to a lot of artists. You know, like some of them will be like, you charge for interviews? I'm like, bro, I got a whole building that I got to pay for. Like, you know what I'm saying? This ain't a hobby. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So same thing with your food. Like, people can't be coming through expecting free plates because they're your homies. If anything, they should be the ones paying you the most. If you charging $10, they should be giving you 15.
So
if he charging 20, y'all better give him 30.
That's how that go.
Nah, for real. I told an artist earlier today, he was talking about the digital platforms because they barely pay out any money. You have to literally get hundreds of streams to make $1, which is insane.
that's not one of my focal points. I don't even check my like I got money on DistroKid right now, and I never look at it because man, I'm just so caught up in the hustling anyway. That's why at first, like, I always wanted a record label to come save me and sign me. I had a situation in 2018 with Palm Tree Entertainment, Miami Mike.
Yeah.
You know, just Jay walked me into that situation. But I've always had, you know, the hopes of, you know, becoming this inspiring artist and getting signed to one of these big labels. Now it don't even matter because it's like, man, I got stuff and goals that I put in place to set myself up to where, man, I could fund my own career. I don't really need a label to fund me, you know. Absolutely.
I think that's the only reason that an artist should sign, if they feel pressed on having that machine behind them to fund their career. But if that's not something that's an issue, stay independent.
I'm open to it, though.
Of course, if it makes sense.
Situation, right?
Yeah.
I'm open to, you know what I'm saying, a joint venture,
a partnership,
partnership, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm open to that.
Yeah, absolutely, because you start your own label and then you partner with a bigger label. You know what I'm saying? Not where you're actually signing your life away and you don't have the freedom to release music the way you want to.
And then we got access to the same funds that labels have. You know what I'm saying? If you got your LLC and all your paperwork and everything in order, and you know what I'm saying, like, credit is key too. That's something else I'm working on.
Credit is king, you guys. Back in the day, they'd always say cash is king. No, credit is king. Get your business credit together because you can literally get major funding. And that's something I'm working on as well.
Yeah, Jay used to be telling me about trade lines and
shit
like that. And I understand because, like, man, what they got to do with music? I'm trying to do music, but she was putting me on games. She was like, look, she gave me a CPN and, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. And at that time, I'm like, man, I just want to do music.
Yeah.
I wasn't understanding that she was trying to set me up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Shout out to Jay, man. Like, she's definitely the GOAT at what she does. But I understand in the beginning, it's like you want to just focus on what you want to do.
Right.
But once you get that all figured out, then you can move on to learning the actual business side, like, you know, getting them trade lines, or you can buy big trade lines for like pennies to the dollar. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, a lot of people don't understand. We could hold a masterclass on that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's dope. So tell us a little bit more about this single that you just did.
The single I just did, it's going to be I feel like it's going to be one of my biggest singles as far as, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be one of my big breakthroughs, you know what I'm saying, as far as, you know, in the industry. I got K Kilo on there. She got a lot of experience. You know, she toured and did a lot of things with A-list celebrities. And, you know, the track was done by this guy named 504 D-Day.
Okay.
So I kind of went back to my roots on this track.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I was just on some industry shit, but I'm like, man, look, I got to represent for Louisiana.
Oh, for real.
You know what I'm saying? So I went back to my roots, and we got a Louisiana producer to produce the track. I got some other business partners to, you know, get involved and put some money behind it. We shot a lit-ass video, so it's going to be lit.
That's dope, man. So the video you said will be out today for sure. Or should be.
It should be.
Yeah.
LD, if you watching this, man, we need that video ASAP.
But understandably so, you want to make sure all the business and stuff together.
Yeah, we got the business together, you know what I'm saying? So, like I say, me and Kilo working on the splits right now. But it's going to be lit. We spent over like 15 grand. It's like the biggest project I ever did.
Man.
I never spent that much money on one single.
But that's what it takes, you know? Like, a lot of artists, again, don't realize, and I'm glad you're speaking on that, because it can take thousands of dollars to break a record.
And it ain't done yet. It's still going to take, a lot of more thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
You know, because radio is expensive, and
very.
It's necessary. You know, of course, we got the internet now. You know, we got TikTok. But, you know, people still listen to the radio.
Absolutely, they do. No, listen, I'm on FM radio here in Atlanta 7 days a week. I have a Monday through Friday morning show, and I have an evening weekend show. And, you know, I see the numbers. Trust me, they are tuning in, so it's definitely not dead, you know.
And then if you're an artist, like, I want a chart. You know,
I
want a chart. So
100% getting them plex.
I don't want that internet clout, you know what I'm saying? You viral for 1 week, and then you go out in public and don't nobody really know you.
Exactly.
Know? So yeah, I'm on some different shit.
What are you enjoying the most about being a music artist?
Just free will right now. You know, I just love making music. I love being able to express myself.
Yeah.
I love being able to compose a song or just have a vision, you know, for a video or whatever it is, and actually, you know, work towards it and put it in perspective and see it come to life.
Yeah.
You know, that's success to me.
Yes.
You know, like if I can touch somebody, it ain't got to be a million people. You know what I'm saying? If I got 1 or 2 listeners, faithful listeners that listen to my music and they tell me it helped them get through their day or it inspired them or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? I feel good.
Yeah. I agree. What is, out of all the songs that you've put out there on the platforms, which one of them would you say is like the most personal for you?
The most personal?
Yeah.
Probably Hustler.
Talk to us about it. What makes that personal for you?
Because if you go back and listen to that track, you know what I'm saying, you can hear that pain.
Yeah.
And I'm actually talking about beating the odds and, you know, having a business on the same block I grew up on, you know, like that's major for me.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Major accomplishment. You should be patting yourself on the back every single day, because there's a lot of people who make excuses why they can't get up out their city. You didn't. You came from a small city. Yeah. You could have been like, it's small, I'm never going to make it. No, you beat the odds. You should be proud of yourself every second of the day and always patting yourself on the back, because that was a major accomplishment. And you're doing multiple things. Right. You're not just doing one thing. You out here hustling and getting to the money the right way, bro. And a lot of people are probably slick envious of that. They ain't gonna tell you that, but they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a lot of hate, you know. But I mean, hey, if they ain't talking, you ain't doing something right. So.
Nah, for real, absolutely. I know we had briefly spoke about possibly, you know, a tour. Is that something you would be interested in doing, like putting together like a Southeast tour?
Most definitely. When this record drop. I know it's gonna be a lot of promoters hit me.
Yeah.
Because this song, I ain't just saying this because it's me, but it's a dope song. And I mean, we didn't half step with it. You know, we went all the way from wardrobe. I probably spent and I know this don't even matter because I don't care I'm not materialistic, but I probably spent $6-7K on wardrobe, just wardrobe itself. So I mean, this gonna be a big look. And I know it's one of them records that you could put on in the club, and them females gonna get to twerking.
Yeah.
You know, my intentions was to drop it at the top of the summer.
Yeah.
But due to a lot of things, I had another artist on it. I had to take him off it, and we put a big artist on it because I got some people that got involved with the record and they wanted to invest. So, yeah, we gonna make it do what it do though. But definitely, I want to do like a like you said, Southeast tour.
Yeah.
You know. Yep.
That would be dope, man. You know, I always tell artists, you know, and you may already be doing this, but, you know, you can log on to like your Spotify artist page and see the regions all the way down to the city of the places where they're streaming your music the most. Those will be the cities you want to tap in with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been keeping up with that. You know, my artist Spotify.
Yeah. Absolutely, because if people are in Houston or running your numbers up crazy, you might want to take a trip to Houston. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of artists don't know where to start.
That's one of the markets that I've been working to a lot. Houston.
Yeah. Texas is on fire. What about Memphis? Is Memphis a city you've tapped into? They're definitely going up as well. I mean, they've been going up, but right now they're on fire.
I haven't really tapped into Memphis, but you know, we putting that together. That's something that I'm working on. Once this record drop, I gotta hit the ground running.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's something that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna definitely put my own little tour together, even if it's just a networking tour.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, go support some other people, events and things like that.
Yeah.
You know.
So any new artists that are aspiring to come up, these youngins, man, drop a gem on them about, you know, whatever it may be, a piece of advice that you have when they first start now, anything that you could offer to them?
Learn the business. Learn the business is going to save you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Does he sleep over there?
Hey, we tired. We've been on that road. But just learn the business, you know, because, you know, they used to always say it's what, 99%
something like that, yeah.
1% talent.
Yes.
And that's kind of true because I know a lot of people with talent that, you know, never go anywhere. They never make it anywhere.
Yes.
You know, so learn the business.
Yes, learn the business, and then also I heard you a minute ago say even if it's just like a networking tour, that is so key because knowing people and having relationships, I say it all the time, and y'all gonna hear me say it again. Relationships will put you in places that money cannot.
Yes, for sure. Relationships is very, very, very important, and utilizing your resources. You
Yes.
know, don't take anything for granted, and don't never get the big head or feel like you too big to tap in or whatever. Because man, even showcases, like doing showcases, I feel like that's very important.
It's vital
On the rise. You
Yeah.
know?
Even when they get bigger, like, you know, like for example, I did my birthday bash in April, and shout out to one of my best homies. That's my hair flying all over the place. Shout out to Big Gip, man, Goody Mob. You know, he came through and he performed. You know, he's a legend in the music industry. He didn't have to do that, but he just did it to show love, man.
Relationships at the end of the day.
Them relationships, absolutely, man. Are there showcases and stuff that take place out in your city?
No, not really.
Have you thought about putting an event together?
I do, because I do want to get on the executive side. I got a lot of artists be reaching out to me because
You could cater it.
yeah, you know, I can cater my own event. I used to DJ. I started out DJing. I forgot to tell you that.
Oh, okay. So Pops really did have a big influence on you.
that was one of my hustles. Like, you know what I'm saying. My
I
dad,
love it.
He had like 3 different systems, and if he get booked, you know what I'm saying, twice in one day, he'll set up somewhere and
Have you go do it?
Yeah, have me do it. Have me sit there and, you know, set me up and have me do it. So I started out DJing
You
as well.
do everything, bro. Like,
DJing, I've been a party promoter. You know what I'm saying. I book local artists in the city and, you know, bring a lot of artists to the city. So I want to get on the executive side.
yeah.
Once I get this breakthrough record, I just want to accomplish that. You know what I'm saying. I want to chart.
Absolutely.
I want to get a platinum record or something like that, and then I probably transition.
Yeah. That's
And
listen. That's a major goal. That's the type of goals that you need to be setting for yourself.
Right.
Because you will accomplish it. Because you see it. You know you can do it.
Yeah, I know a lot of inspiring rappers that's under me, and they be asking me to do it.
Yeah.
You know, they hey, Law, man, I feel like, bro, if you get behind me, you know what I'm saying? And I want to do that, but I want to accomplish it for myself first. You know
Absolutely.
What I'm saying? So I have that. I guess it could be on my one sheet, my resume. Or whatever.
Yeah, that's
Like, look,
some notoriety.
I've accomplished this, so. You know, if I ain't accomplished nothing, I can't promise an artist anything. So
That's right. There's a lot of them out there that are doing it. Yo Gotti, Moneybagg Yo, Diddy, 50 Cent. The list goes on. A lot of them, you know, they got to where, you know, they got their fame. They're still doing music, but now they're signing other artists and putting them in a position.
Facts.
And I feel like God will bless you more when you bless other people. He sees it.
So
You know, most definitely. Anything else that you got in the works that you want to make sure everybody knows about?
my movie, you know what I'm saying, Blazing Cajun Kitchen. It's gonna be real heartfelt, you know, because it was a lot of. I mean, it's not gonna be just about me shining, me making money. Like, it'd have been days where, you know, we invest in inventory and nobody might not call. There'd have been times where we in the kitchen and we trying to change our grease.
Yeah.
And my girl done burnt herself
Oh,
like to the
man.
3rd degree and had to get rushed to the hospital, and
Oh,
we
my.
couldn't fulfill the orders that we had.
Yeah.
Just, you know, days me breaking down crying because, you know what I'm saying, I'm falling short. I feel like I'm not, you know, reaching my goals or whatever the case may be. Like, I want to, I just feel like it's just going to be very interesting, especially to the people in my city, but to other people as well, because, man, a lot of people selling plates now.
Yeah.
It's becoming a thing. It's a lane, and I just want to kind of be one of the ones that put it on the forefront.
You were a pioneer for that in your city. You absolutely set the bar. You started it. Now people are following suit. The people that may have said they ain't gonna work or they was talking about you behind your back, they are ones over there slinging plates now. You know what I'm saying? And now you got your full establishment.
I inspired a lot of people in my city. It's crazy because the food game is big in my city.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people selling plates and selling food now. And I can honestly say, like, I'm one of the pioneers. You know?
Absolutely, you are 100%. You know, and nobody can take that from you. Is the film in the works right now? Have you already started working on it?
Actually, I'm going to sit down with the director, and you know, when I get back, you know, to the crib, go out to Houston, and me and the director gonna go out to dinner, and we gonna, you know, talk about everything. But I've already written the scripts, I already written everything up, and just trying to come up with this budget and get it going.
If you need any type of voiceover or narration work, I don't charge. I've done a couple movies already. I love using my voice. Okay. Yeah, I got a couple movies that are like on Amazon and Tubi and stuff. Okay. So if you need any sort of intro or whatever, I can alter my voice. I would love to be a part of that. Sure. Keep me in mind. Shoot your shot. We got to, a closed mouth don't get fed, right?
Facts.
That's dope. So that's going to be in the works soon. You got this new single, new video, potential tour on the way. You got a lot going on, bro. Like, congratulations on everything.
Thank you. And second location, we're gonna be opening up in Houston real soon.
Nice. Hey, maybe you can get a spot near. Is it Trill Burger? Are they in Houston?
Yeah.
Bun B got the Trill Burgers.
Man, Bun B did like $1 million in 30 days.
I seen that.
Major.
He literally, they have lines around the.
But that's everywhere in Houston. Like Black-owned businesses in Houston are thriving.
Thriving.
Like Turkey Leg Hut. It's just so many that I can name. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's one of the places that I definitely want to open up at.
Yeah, definitely Houston and Atlanta because, you know, shout out to, like, for example, Slutty Vegan. You know,
Slutty Vegan.
She started as a food truck. You know, she may have been making plates before. I don't know. I know she started, and now she's got multiple locations.
Actually, he put me on Slutty Vegan and her boyfriend Dave.
Yeah.
We going to check.
You got the wing spot, the cheesesteaks. That's what it is.
We going to check them out when we leave here. That's
there you go.
Going. But they started out just like us.
Yeah.
You know, just like us. So, I mean, hey, it's a lane for it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, like literally the sky is not the limit. It's beyond that. You can literally do anything you want. The only person that ever stands in our way is ourselves.
Yeah, we are our biggest critics. And a lot of times we be in our own way.
We be in our own way, in our own head.
Facts.
That's why a lot of people don't accomplish stuff. That was a great thing you said that.
It done been many a time where I talk myself out of certain things.
Yeah.
I'll be like on this journey, I done stop doing music because I'm like, man, I'm getting too old. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's more for the young people. Or, you know what I'm saying? Even with the food, like, oh man, I don't want to sell no place no more. Like, this ain't enough money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know, a lot of time we'll talk ourselves out of situations, you know.
100%.
And it's just really about sticking to the plan, you know what I'm saying? Having that faith and just putting that work in.
Yeah.
And just knowing exactly what you want and going and get it.
Absolutely. And taking accountability for everything.
Facts.
That's one of the biggest things. People are so quick to point their finger instead of pointing their thumb and taking accountability. And you've covered all the bases, man. Like, I'm so proud of you. Like, you were just out here thriving, doing your thing, bro. Like, if I was in your city, I would be definitely coming to eat with you all the time because I love supporting people's businesses because as a business owner myself, I know how hard it is to run a business.
Likewise.
You know what I'm saying? So thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. You made it here. You know, he came through over the river, through the woods, you know what I'm saying, to his sister's house.
I thought I wasn't going to make it. Like, I'm like,
nah, we made it work. I was able to rearrange my schedule so it all worked out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was God's will. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Most definitely. Before we get out of here, make sure everybody knows where they can follow you on your social platforms so they can keep up with your music, your business, all that.
All right. Well, my artist page is official La Lucas, OFFICIAL _ La Lucas, LAWLUCAS. You can follow my business page at Blazing _ Cajun, BLAZING _ Cajun, CAJUN. And I'm not too active on Twitter or anything like that. But, you know what I'm saying, my artist name is La Lucas. I have music on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon Music, you know what I'm saying, all of that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Make sure you guys go support him. And if he decides to start selling his music on his website, because I've been telling a lot of artists to do that, go buy it. I would buy it. You know what I'm saying? Your real fans would buy your music from you. So I just think that why not? If you have a website, you know, put your music up there for sale. People gonna buy it.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, like that's I have smart. one of my
instead of going through the third parties and
you make 100% of whatever it is that you sell. I had a friend of mine. She did something really genius. Shout out to Bella Black. I don't know, maybe I'm giving out the sauce, but she did like a single release party. But you couldn't get in unless you bought her single. So she put her single for sale on her website for $10, and that was basically like your entry fee. Dope. Yeah, and it was packed. It was packed. I was like, imagine how much money she made in one night. Like, that was a genius idea. Bella Black, shout out to you, sis, because she definitely did her thing, man. So, you know, I was like, artists should be doing more of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's smart. And actually, I had been trying to figure that out. I was actually talking to a company that developed apps, and I was thinking about doing it on there because
there you go.
I miss selling CDs. Like, I really do.
Yeah.
Because it was hands-on. I used to get my money right then and there. I ain't got to wait on, you know what I'm saying?
A couple months, and then you get, like, pennies to the dollar. It's like, that's insane. Definitely. I know you have a lot of people that are really supporting you, loving on you. Anybody you want to shout out to? That guy sleeping over there?
Shout out to my dog, Ronaldo, you know what I'm saying? He made it possible. You know, he support me. That's my bro. Yeah. We talk every day, you know what I'm saying? We give each other advice. We support each other. You know what I'm saying?
If y'all hear snoring in the background, that's him.
Shout out to my family, you know what I'm saying? All my loved ones. Free my brothers, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully they come home soon. And just shout out to God, man.
Absolutely. So, without him, like, what will we be doing? You know, but through him, anything is possible.
I keep looking in the wrong camera.
No, you're all good. No worries. Last but not least, we live on the Industry's Most Wanted. Boom.
Most Wanted.
Get it. Shout out to Law Lucas checking in today. Go ahead and tell the whole world what makes you the Industry's Most Wanted.
Hey, I'm living and winning, living undefeated, competitive, and successful. That's La Lucas. That's me.
You got that on a shirt or anything? That's hard.
No, I need to start marketing it, though.
Yes. So, that could be your next business move. Start merch. You can sell that on your website, too.
Facts.
Coming soon.
You just dropping all the gems on me today.
Absolutely. I feel like there's so many resources out here that we can utilize, and it may not be like the biggest money maker, but it's that passive income.
Right.
That's going to pay your electric bill. That's going to put gas in your car. Why not?
And multiple streams of income is the goal.
It is.
Because at the end of the day, it adds up.
100%. It definitely does. Well, thank you once again. Give me some love, man. Boom. We up out of here, y'all.
For sure.
Kilo, yeah. Wobble, wobble, watch me beam and bust it open. Swerving out in traffic, only time he getting over. Champagne party with my bitches, got my throat filled with my mojo. While he driving in